Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of...
All right, thanks, DA. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Morris.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those...
Some tough defense in this arena tonight, Smitty. These teams are so good at getting stops.
Yeah, when you have teams that defend this well, you can't beat them off the dribble. The ball and body movement is going to be key tonight.
So the Nets starting five. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert in at the small forward position. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Warriors. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Terrific body control from Kyrie and the showtime finish.
The Nets shooting their first foul shot of the night. Free throw no good for Irving.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Here's LeVert after the basket by Los Angeles. Irving finds Allen. Durant down low. Morris is there. KD's shot is good.
Well, as good as Durant is on the perimeter, this is where he hits for an absolutely insane percentage.
Outside Leonard. George, that's a two-pointer. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
Irving for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5.
A moon shot from Kyrie. He's a monster from distance.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And the layup falls.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thank you, David. A shake. And that's 2 points on the layup.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And this is what makes Kyrie so dangerous. He is so proficient from distance.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. On defense, Brooklyn. They lead by 4. Irving against Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On deep. A shot off that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
And so here are the Clippers following the bucket by the Nets. Beverly, the pass to George. It's the three-point bomb. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
A nice shot by Irving.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 5. That one drops for him.
A great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn's. Green, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. Prince is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
A man of many moves. Kyrie showing us a little of everything tonight.
Williams gets the bucket.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater, it's a tremendous weapon.
Here's Irving. Green with the rebound.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from something that's usually automatic.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Now here's Williams. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Jackson misses.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And they'll keep possession. Williams and a missed layup.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Irving attacking. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Williams against Harris. Now here's Williams. Defense is right there and stolen by Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be right back after this. And this team has shown their toughness and determination. And Kyrie Irving talks about what he's...
What's going to separate us is how close we are. And when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. On the perimeter, Harris and Prince. Jordan is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Irving in at the point guard. And the veteran Wilson Chandler played at a lot of stops in his career, and he'll always find minutes.
You're so right. With Chandler, you can slide him into the 3 or the 4 in most lineups. Injuries have added up, and he'll usually miss games during the year. But when he's available, he's a big help.
Steve, we're seeing more and more teams turn to high-motion offenses with a lot of passing, a lot of movement. What makes those systems, do you think, successful in today's game?
I think when you're in constant movement, especially with the rules where you can't grab and clutch and touch, it makes it hard for the defenders to keep guys in front of them. And it's hard to switch defensively when you have a team always in motion.
Clippers trail by 12. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Harrell. Back to Williams. 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Jackson. Not going to go that time. Brooklyn leading by 12. Here's Prince. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers.
Certain things make Prince a tough cover. Strength, long arms, quickness that can surprise you.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Back at Baylor, Taurean Prince didn't start until his senior season, Smitty. What a surprise lottery pick that summer of 2016.
His frame, Kevin, and athleticism, he's NBA ready. And the work ethic to continue his development.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. Karis LeVert's checked in for Harris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Beverly against Dinwiddie. Bounce pass from Beverly. Fades and shoots. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Kawhi Leonard. Pass to KD. Shoots over Leonard. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Inside. And Morris throws it down.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Beverly against Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Morris. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. To the middle. Here's Leonard. A beautiful reverse layup. Leonard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's Prince on the wing. From deep. It's hauled in by Beverly. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Dishes it to Morris. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Leonard against KD. And good that time. And that's now 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
He had a shot that was once very mechanical. Leonard now with the fluid release, even with a hand in his face.
Here's KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts. Softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the Raptors.
And Steve, it is so rare to see someone as agile at the rim as KD.
You're so right, Kevin. And now he can take contact, adjust in midair, and still convert with ease. Also, can slam it down if he gets a step. His great field goal percentage over the years is because he's an elite finisher at the rim and mid-range.
Timeout called, the Nets. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. 8-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed. Fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space. Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Beverly against LeVert. Nobody near Leonard. They get it back. Zubac, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Clippers trail by 9. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over LeVert. Tries again. The shot's good. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
There's the pass to LeVert. It's Durant on the wing. Over Morris. Durant, the pass to LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. From 13. A little long. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Here's George. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wasted no time on that one. And that's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Leonard attacking. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Can't hit from in close.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Hello, basketball. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. See it up there in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night. Sav, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Fades back. KD's shot is off.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Well, if it's a Zubac, may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
The deep 3 from Durant. Let's keep it alive. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Lets it go with the 3. Drills it from outside. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the night.
You don't see that play regularly from them, but it led to a made 3. So you can't.
That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from George.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Passes to Leonard. Over Durant. And it's Leonard missing.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
All alone.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Prince is checked in for Kyrie Irving, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Down low. Prince kicks to Dinwiddie. And there's the feed to Allen. Clock at 6. Prince, the pass to KD. Shoots over Leonard. Durant, that's good. Durant's got 16. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And it's blocked. They get it back. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. That'll put Paul George on the line. It goes on Taurean Prince. The Clippers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. That's good from George. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely going globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort. That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Shoots from the line, and again the Clippers good for 2.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
A nice shot by LeVert.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 3. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. Allen in the post. He is defended by Harrell. And it's good, 2 points. And the Nets lead by 3.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
Here's Dinwiddie. Off target from outside. The Clippers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here's Harrell. Goes up again. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Harrell's got his first points of the game. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jermichael Green comes in for Marcus Morris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Leonard. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Karis LeVert. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. LeVert's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Joe Harris. And Jackson gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lets it go from 14. Nice jump shot. Good. And that's 18 points for Kyrie Irving. Here's Williams. That one, no good. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Jackson against Irving. And stolen by Harrell. Tipped away. And so the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Williams. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Durant. No good. 1 second left. No good on that one. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Brooklyn ahead, leading by just 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Clippers on the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's LeVert in at the 3 spot. Wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
From 13, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving. 18 points for KD.
That's easy money for KD. He's always had great touch from the mid-range.
Jackson passes to Zubac. 13 feet away. Here's Harrell. And he banks in the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Irving up top, guarded by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Puts it up from 12. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Not many guys change end-to-end faster than Lou. Hard to match up with in the open floor.
Irving against Jackson. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closest, where they can do something with it.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Williams. And Durant, it's a big 3. No good on the quick 3. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Shamet on the wing. 2nd minute off the clock now in the fourth. Beverly finds Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jordan. No good from Zubac.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside Jackson. A floater. Rebound Brooklyn. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Durant, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
I'll tell you what, Durant takes a lot of contact inside. Defenders try to muscle him, but it doesn't matter.
Jackson, that's good.
Rising to the occasion, he found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
Here's Irving, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
And the Clippers call time here. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Here's George. Again, the Clippers.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for two.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
Pass to Zubac. And George kicks to Beverly. A nice ball movement by the Clippers. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Left side, Jordan. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up off the glass. Jordan's got his first points of the night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
George up top. Dinwiddie covering. George, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
KD against Zubac. Got it.
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
Dinwiddie against George. It's blocked by Jordan. And now we've got the intentional foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Allen comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Joe Harris. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 14 points. Irving surveying the floor. Pass to LeVert. Takes the three. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's an 8-point Nets lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's Dinwiddie. And that one is off. George with the defensive effort. The pass to Beverly. And he can't stop the run as he misses. So it's Brooklyn with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll